Okay, I'm back. We're in dealing with my second side, talking about these seeds that was planted. Some fell among the wayside, some fell among thorns, stony ground, some fell among thorns, and some fell among good ground. It's a good explanation of it. He said, we can start at verse Mark 4:14. He said, the sower soweth the word, the word. And these are they by the wayside where the word is sown, but when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. So once you know, you see the truth, then you got somebody in the world that come in and that's, you listen to them and you ain't rolling the truth no more. That's why he say you're going to be beat with more stripes than those that don't know, because the Most High thought enough of us to call us into understanding this truth. You see? But here comes Satan getting into the minds of somebody, talking to you, and that's you in sin with them. And you get beat more than them. You suffer more than them. They still doing whatever they doing, but here you got to suffer. We got to suffer for letting Satan get into somebody else's mind. That's what he do. He get in somebody else's mind and have them whisper something in your ear, talk to you, whatever. That's when you're doing something wicked, and now you got to pay for it. Take the word away from you, because you ain't following the law, statutes, commandments. You're going to be doing whatever it is that he would have you to do through this person, or through just you allowing Satan to get into your mind without anybody else saying anything to you. That's why Ecclesiastes 3:24 says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And in evil, there goes Satan. There go the devil. Suspicion, overthrowing their judgment. You have the wrong thinking. That's why you gotta weigh out all the matter before you make a decision. Because Satan come in and take the word away from you. Now you ain't even dealing with the truth. You're just dealing with your emotions, your feelings. Most I ain't dealing with that. And these are they, likewise, which are sown on stony ground, who, when they have heard the word, immediately receive it with gladness. They feel glad. They hear the truth. Hear the fact that we are the Israelites, that this is our book. This is our story, and not his story. And understand all the ramifications of the deceit that's been told, to understand the truth. What's the opposite of the truth? The lies. Remember, his whole objective is to lie to the whole world. So if you don't think about, is that true or false? Just dealing with truth. We know the truth is the Most High's laws, but also the truth is opposite of a lie, too. You see? So they don't lie to the whole world, deceive the whole world, and laughing at everybody being deceived. Remember when Most High said, hey, get thee into darkness to Esau. And once Esau went into darkness, he put the whole world into gross darkness. Understand this. Isaiah 47:5, Isaiah 60:2. You can read it for yourself. These are facts. Because the Christopher Columbus discovered America. Just something to think about. Was Mashiach Messiah born on December 25th? Or excuse me, Salaki Messiah, the 12th month, the 25th day, which y'all call Christmas? Did he die on the good, they call it good, 6th day of the week, right? And then he rose on the 3rd day, so that would be the 2nd day of the week, but they celebrate on the 1st day of the week, which is only 2 days from the time that they say he died, on good 6th day of the week. Y'all know what they call it. I'm just not calling those days of the week in my vocabulary. Trying to get out of that. Because all of them named after gods. All the days of the week. So from 6, you can count. That's the 6th day of the week. You got 6th day, you got the 7th day, you got the 1st day, you got the 2nd day. So I know I can count from 6, 7, then it start over again. That's the last day of the week. Then it start over again. First day, then 2nd day. So wait a minute. From the day they say he died to the day he rose, On the third day, you only got 2 days. But, I don't know, maybe y'all can count a different way. But I know from 6, 7, 8, 9. And that ninth day would be what? The second day of the week. Look at the calendar. Figure it out. Need I keep going? Huh? First Maccabees 3:48. First Maccabees 3:48. I gotta bring this in because just what they done. And a lot of y'all believe it. Just what they did. First Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the book of the law, which is the Bible, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. I showed you the Bible. The first page says God created the heavens and the earth. And he got the so-called white man there as being the Most High. Come on. Laid open the book of the Most High, which is the laws, the Bible, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. Come on. So y'all just keep on following the way of the wicked and the evil and see what the result's going to be. Listen. Verse 17. And have no root in themselves. They have no root in themselves. And myself shall the foundation. And so endure. Remember, he's that rock, that stone that the builders rejected, that he was talking to them about. And they knew they was talking about the Pharisees, the elders, and all of them that put him to death. Gave him over to the Romans to be put to death. The Romans put him to death. So-called white men put him to death. And wicked Israelites. Straight up. And have no root in themselves. And so endure for a while time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution, which the Most High said, you're going to be afflicted for doing the things that we did and offended him. Every last one of us. When affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. They are offended. They get an attitude. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, they hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things, entering in, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. You see? That's why you got to look at what he says pertaining to all ramifications of learning this truth and how you got to be to make it to the kingdom. This ain't something you just imagine. You better be able to back it up with these precepts in your life and how you operate, every last one of us. Because the cares of this world, he say, well, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. Cares of this world will have you so you won't even be studying. You won't even be able to come to class. You won't even be doing what you're supposed to do to make it to the kingdom. And before you look at it, he's coming like a thief in the night. You don't know when the thief coming. Bam, all this stuff could change just like that. Now you in it. We ain't studying no more. We got to apply it totally in our life. You got to show your faith in the Most High. You got to show your faith by some of my shot if you're going to be ready. We have no chance. We have no other objective but to do this. This is all we have is the Most High to depend on. We got to have a relationship with him before this though. Verse 20, and these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word, they hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. That's like, you hear the word and it moves you, so that you can move someone else, like anyone that's hearing my voice. Some of you been learning a long time. Some of you been listening a long time. I had a brother, he spoke up one time. He said, hey, I've been listening for 2 years. I've been on here 2 years, man. My classes be full. People say I can't get in because you don't come at a certain time, but you can't get in. You see what I'm saying? So he said, it was 2 years. He said, man, hey, I've been listening 2 years. He finally introduced himself. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people be on here listening, and learning. All praise to the Most High, But it's still not enough for me, No matter how many people hear or learn or whatever, it's still not enough. Still got to do more work. It ain't enough work. As long as you think it's not, you can try and do more. But if you think you already did enough, then what's the point of doing any more? We never could do enough. We never can do enough, y'all. We got to continue to try our best to, do more. Please the Most High. Matthew 13. Uh, 44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. So he find a treasure that was hid in the field, and he go and hideth it, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea. You have a net, you cast it into the sea and gather of every kind, gathering all kind of things that's in the sea. Sea got all kind of sea creatures in it. In the sea, which when it is full, when he's filled the whole net up, they drew to shore. They draw it to shore, pull it to shore, and sat down and gathered the good in the vessels, take the good in the vessels, but cast the bad away. Cast the bad away. You see? And what's good? We know those that keep the commandments of the Most High, they are the one that's good. That's what's good. And the Most High is good, first and foremost. So shall it be at the end of the world. Hear that? So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever, cut the wicked from among the just. They're going to cut the wicked from among those that are righteous. And shall cast them into the furnace of fire. That's the lake of fire, y'all. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Mashiach said to them, have ye understood all these things? They said unto him, yeah, master. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure things new and old. You see? And it came to pass that when the Mashiach had finished these parables, he departed thence. Those are parables. Riddles. Go back to another one. Go back to the same story that we read in Mark, giving more understanding. Like I say, Matthew, Mark, and Luke kind of give the same story. So let's go to Matthew, the 13th chapter, and verse 36. It says, then the Mashiach sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. So let's go back and read about the tares. Because verse 24 talks about these tares. Listen, another parable, riddle, put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sows good seed in his field. So a man sowed good seed in his field. The seed comes from the man. Keep that in mind. But while men slept in darkness and really sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. So now, if you look at a tare, it looked just like wheat. So now, the tares look like the wheat growing up together, right? But they're not wheat, the tares, but they look just similar to the wheat. But now he's saying the enemy. He's talking about plants, but he's saying a man would sow good seed. A righteous man sowed his seed into the field, right? Using analysis of the seed that goes into the ground, but the seed representing the woman's womb. He said, and while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat, right? and went his way. Laid down with our women. He's going to give you the analysis. Laid down with our women and went his way. Israelite woman. Enemy did this. But when the blade was sprung up, when the blade came up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the tares is among the wheat. Right? So the servants of the household came and said unto him, Sir, did not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then have the tares? So say, hey, didn't you plant good seed into the ground? Well, why is these tares coming up besides the wheat? They look similar to the wheat. Because he's going to tell you don't mess with them because you can't really tell them apart. A lot of people got different ideas of what this is talking about, but I'm going to tell you what it really tells you. He's going to tell you what it means. But he said, nay. You listen to what he said. He said unto them, an enemy again. Say, why does this have, didn't you plant good seed into the ground? Why is these tares coming up amongst the wheat? This is what he said. He said unto them, verse 28, an enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, wilt thou that we go and gather them up? You want to go and gather these tares from among the wheat? Gather them up? He keeps saying the enemy has done this. But he said, nay, no. Lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. So that's why, he let you know that you can't judge them by sight. Because while you trying to think that it's a tare, it could be an Israelite. He's gonna make it clear. And you hear all these different scenarios that he deal with us in dealing with the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven, and you see what they asked him. All these different scenarios that we done went over, watch what they want to know. He said, let both grow together until the harvest, until he bring forth the time that he gonna judge and make war on this earth. That's the harvest, when he grabbed the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, who are the angels, he gonna tell you, gather ye together first the tares. Gather you together, because they know who the enemy slept with and brought forth his children, which are tares, called tares among the wheat, which are the true children of Israel. He said, let both grow together until the harvest, until the end of the world. And in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, which are the angels, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them. So he let you know that the enemy that have children by our women, they're going to be burned. Gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why he said in Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, who we are, the Israelites. See? And so now it goes to another parable. But when they asked him, listen, verse 36, then the Mashiach sent the multitude away, sent the multitude of people away, and went into the house. And his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us all the parables that I went over, the parable of the tares of the field. That's what they want to know about. Give us understanding of that. Because he's going through all these different scenarios of the kingdom of the Most High, kingdom of heaven, and so forth, right? Listen to what he say. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man, right? Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. That's the Israelites. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. Hear that? The children of the wicked one. So he called them violent. He called them the enemy. Now he called them the wicked one. And we know Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He, which is the wicked, covered the faces of the judges thereof. Remember we just read in 1 Maccabees 3:28. Laid open the book of the Most High, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. He said, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Job 9:24. So it all going together. You're going to get away from the truth. Listen, This is what he says. Verse 38. The field is the world, and that's the world of Israel. Just in case you didn't know. Y'all like to go to John 3:16. For the Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life, right? But what world is he talking about? Isaiah 45:17. But Israel, the Israelites, shall be saved in the Most High with an everlasting salvation. That means the kingdom gonna last forever and ever and ever. We got next forever and ever and ever. That's what we say, everlasting salvation. Salvation is what? Powers and authority. It said, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, meaning nor confused, world, W-O-R-L-D, without end. You see? So that's the world he's talking about. The field is the world of Israel, Israelites. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. See, that's the good seed, the children of the kingdom, who are the Israelites. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. You see? It said the enemy that sold them is the devil. Now, come on. He called him the violent. He called him the enemy. He called him the wicked one. Now he's calling them the devil. That's what Mashiach was shot. The enemy that sold them is the devil. The devil. Deceitful and evil person. The harvest is the end of the world, see? The harvest is the end of the world. This is when he says he's going to bring forth the severing or the cutting off of the tares from the wheat. Listen, the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels, as I spoke previously, to let you know. The reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. Every one of you that are offending the Most High, and all of you that are sinning, telling the people that we not under the laws of the Most High, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous, now you know the righteous are, we got to go to Deuteronomy 6:25 again, defines the righteous, those that keep the commandments of the Most High, shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Come on. So, those are, because a lot of people, they don't really look at a Mashiach Yahushua as saying, well, we done heard it within this lesson. You see? You call them the wicked. You call them the enemy. You call them the violent. You call them the devil. You call them evil. All of that. He was in the Roman Empire. Now y'all mean to tell me that y'all gonna say the Roman Empire was righteous? It was a righteous thing what they did in killing the Mashiach Yahushua? When they said, I wash my hands of this man's blood, and didn't put him to death? Scourge him first, didn't put him to death? So this is what we're looking at. Kingdom of the Most High, Kingdom of Heaven. And we're going to continue on this. I'm going to stop right there and let you just digest that for now. And give all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Say, Krom Abanawa, Most High, our Father Most High. Krom Mashiach Yahushua, rise, known as Savior. Rise Most High, first and foremost. Rise Mashiach Yahushua, who sit on the right-hand side of the Most High, and Krom Yasharallah, rise Israelites. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.